Shalom. 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 Shalom.
Alright, Shalom.
Shalom.
Hey, first of all, I just want to give all praise to Abanawa.
Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahusha, Ba'ashim, Kakwadash.
Hey, that belongs to the apostles, great millstone, who taught us the spirit, peace, and much love, and salutations to Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Americans. You are the children of Israel according to the Bible. That's how we gotta see. Your 2020, here's the pull on Yahweh.
This is Proverbs chapter 25 and 19. Confidence in an unfaithful man in time of trouble is like a broken tooth.
So confidence in an unfaithful man is like what? Read that again.
Confidence in an unfaithful man in time of trouble.
In the time of trouble, right? So confidence in an unfaithful man in the time of trouble, go ahead.
It's like a broken tooth and a foot out of joint.
Exactly. So confidence in unfaithful is no point. So that having confidence in an unfaithful man or having an unfaithful friend, right? And that's I'm on this spectrum as a whole. There's some individuals that are unfaithful, right? Unfaithful friends, unfaithful men that you meet in the truth. You know, you deal with them, but they end up being unfaithful. They're like broken teeth and a fucking dislocated foot. You know? Right?
As he that taketh away a garment in cold weather.
As he that taketh away a garment in cold weather. It basically is uncomfortable, right? So let's just say having a matter, let's say we're in the midst of drinking trouble, right? She goes down, you with a brother, and you look up, he's fucking somewhere else in the corner somewhere, acting like a complete woman. You're like, bro, what the fuck is going on? Like, when you was on the corner, you was all talking about you was down. You was like, yeah, bro, calm, brother. But now, all hell broke loose, shit went down. You know where to be found. I'm by myself. I'm like, shit, now I gotta do everything on my own. It's uncomfortable because you trust that man. Then it hurts. He's like, damn, bro, this dude was fucking worthless, right? But that's why 2-0 too. That's why when really was really gonna test everybody's faith. Grab me that real quick in Revelation 13. The hour of temptation. You see, right now it's easy, you know what I'm saying, to come out and use the word, anybody can do it. But it's really gonna matter when the shit gets hard. When the shit gets hard, that's when you're gonna really know who's who. Right? When Esau rose upon you and a couple of brothers, who's gonna, you know, are you gonna be loyal to the man that you was out there teaching with? If Esau threatens you that, hey, motherfucker, I'm gonna kill you right on the spot if you don't tell what's going on, are you gonna rat on the man that you was teaching with? Like, what kind of man are you? So these are the things that's gonna happen. And that's why Yahweh says it's gonna be brother trade against brother. So you're gonna have brothers that you was out there teaching the truth with, right? You got Judas. This Judas goes everywhere. You got brothers that you was out there teaching the word with. You find yourself in a predicament. He'll snitch on you in the whole group. You like, well, what the fuck? You this nigga's walking out free. You, oh damn, right? That's why scripture say there's there but knows that equipped on the words, right? Yeah, when I say, go ahead, get ready with it.
Revelation chapter 3, verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to to try them that dwell upon
Exactly,
the
and
earth.
that's what's coming into right now. We're dealing with the MOTB, the microchip, the RFID chip. That's going to be the whole spew of it. That's going to be that test. And also the persecution of the church. Because see, it's going to get hard because Yso don't want us out here. He's not going to want us out here the whole entire time. He wants to stop us. So he's going to try to lock us up, kill us, murder us, all those things of that nature. But you have some men that was out there teaching with each other, well, that's my brother, right? But then you look up, he this nigga done told on you. He done been, oh yeah, I don't know him, I know what he do, I know where he live at, boom, boom. Nigga take a plea deal like Judas did. Y'all, that's why scripture say, the servant's not grieving his Lord. If they persecute me, they should always persecute you. So if Yahweh Shai had to deal with backstabbing individuals, are we not going to deal with backstabbing individuals? You know? Go ahead.
This is Jude chapter 1, verse 4. For there are certain men crept in unawareness, who were before of old ordained to this condemnation.
Yeah, so there's some men in the truth that'll lead you in that the Most High put into the truth just to rat you out. Just to be in it when all hell break loose, when it sees the fan, just to turn you into Esau. So we can live and take the MOTB and go on about his business. There's some men that are just in the truth just to hinder you. Just for a hindrance. You know? Go ahead.
Ungodly men,
Go ahead.
turning the grace of our Lord into lasciviousness, and denying the only power in our Lord Yahweh Shem Shai.
And saying deny the only power of our Lord Yahweh Shem Shai. And how you do that? You can deny the Most High just by denying the Lord. No, I'm not an Israelite. Or you can deny the Lord by denying the brother, man.
Yeah.
By ratting on the brother. You know? That you was out there teaching the word with. You look around the corner, he's like, no, I don't know that guy, man. I don't believe all this other bullshit. Making up lies, you know, trying to save yourself, man. Yeah.
This is Proverbs 16, and I'm gonna start at verse 27. An ungodly man diggeth up evil, and in his lips there is a burning fire. A forward man soweth strife, and a whisperer separate chief friends.
Woo! Now a whisperer separate what? Two friends, man. Hey, and that's fair because we done with that, right? We done with that. The whisper. I gotta tell you, man, the scripture's beautiful. But like, there's some men that are in there for this reason. They're whisperers, man. You know that there's a lot. Like I said, there's a lot. Just as you have righteous men in this thing, you have a lot of wicked ass niggas in this thing that just aren't right. They don't deal truthfully, right? So let's say this. Let's make another example. You might get on the brother might go off. He might come into that brother, oh, they got on me this and the third, and he's over here sitting there, well, they shouldn't do that shit like that. You know what? Let's leave. And let's do our own thing. We don't need them. We have each other. We don't need them. They should do you like that. And then now he's feeding off you. Now that individual's being a fucking demon. He's putting thoughts in that man's head, and he's sitting there thinking, oh, well, you know what? That they shouldn't have got on me like that because I didn't really do nothing wrong. And he get emotional like a woman, and they all leave. Cause why? Fucking like the scripture said, a whisperer, man. Breaking up friends. You know, he's caused division. That's what scripture say. Mark them that cause division, man. You know, those that cause division, mark their, but they're gonna be destroyed. You know. That's something.
It's Matthew 15, verse 7. Ye hypocrites will did eat his prophecies of you, saying, this people draweth nigh unto me with their mouth and honoreth me with their lips.
Exactly. So now Yahweh Shai saying that. Because even Yahweh Shai, those that was following him, they were saying, oh, Lord, they're following with his mouth, saying these things. Yeah, oh, like, okay, yeah, go ahead.
But their heart.
He was iterating what Isaiah was saying, yeah. He iterating with what Isaiah was saying.
I get them mixed up.
Yeah.
I get Elijah mixed up with that one. Every time with Isaiah. I don't know why. But it means Isaiah. Come back to Isaiah.
It's Matthew 15, verse 7.
Yep. This is Isaiah.
No.
Isaiah. Yeah. I mixed up with Elijah. It's Isaiah.
Isaiah 15, verse 7.
No, Matt. I'm sorry, bro. I'm talking about the name right now. Just go.
This is Matthew 15, verse 7. Ye hypocrites, well did Jesus prophecy of you, saying, this people draweth nigh unto me
Yup.
but their hearts is far from me.
Exactly, because Yahushua knew that. Because even dealing, like I said, even going back to Judas, right? Because Judas was with Yahushua. Judas walked with Yahushua. Judas ate with the disciples. He did all that shit. He was honoring Yahushua, but his heart was far from him. He really wasn't with him, man. He was with him just because he was Yahushua and everybody followed him. He's like, well, let me follow him too. You know? He was just there for whatever reason. Go ahead.
But in vain they worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men.
That's it, the commandments of men.
It's Matthew chapter 10, verse 32. Whosoever therefore shall confess me before men, him will I confess also before my Father which is in heaven.
Right.
But whosoever shall deny me before men, him will I also deny before my Father which is in heaven.
Exactly. So that's what's gonna happen. But another thing too is, like I said, we gotta be ready. You gotta be ready. You gotta understand and know that you're gonna have someone's gonna ride on you, man. When the time is a fan, it's gonna happen. You're gonna have brothers, like I said again, that they teach you for years. You gonna like, man, that was my guy. Like that, y'all was tight. He's gonna rat on you. You gotta be aware of that, man. You gotta be aware. That's why you gotta be aware. And also you gotta be aware of who's in your circle, who's around you. You gotta know as a man, like what kind of men are around you. You know, and when certain men get cast out, hey, that's the Lord, man. Because they're not with us. They weren't supposed to be us from the beginning. And that's a blessing. That's the Most High stopping certain things from happening. Because what if those men were still with us and things got super bad? You'll be somewhere up in the fucking ditch while he's out there freelancing like ain't nothing going on.
And also with that, that scripture also shows if you're gonna rat out your own brother, you're ratting out the Lord.
Exactly.
Because they're doing the work of the Lord.
Exactly.
And what did the Lord say about the Lord's little ones?
Exactly.
Pull it out.
Yeah, go ahead.
Matthew 18:6. But whosoever shall offend one of these little ones which believe in me, it were better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck, and that he were drowned in the depth of the sea.
Mm-hmm.
So how that's also a term of offending the Lord's little ones,
Yeah.
which is the elect,
Yeah.
the man that's preaching this word. So if you're denying your own brother, you're denying Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, because are we not all one body, the Lord? So it's like that's like you denying your left hand. This ain't my left hand. Like, what the fuck?
Being demons, being snakes. And there's a lot of that within Israel. There's a lot of snakes.
Precept.
You know? Go ahead.
This is Matthew chapter 27, verse 1. When the morning was come, this is Matthew chapter 27 and 1. When the morning was come, all the chief priests and elders of the people took counsel against Yahushua to put him to death. And when they had bound him, they led him away and delivered him to Pontius Pilate, the governor. Then Judas, which had betrayed him.
Yeah, Judas. So Judas betrayed him, man. And Yahushua knew it. You read that in Matthew at 5 and 6. At 5 and 6. Yeah, just 27. That's 20. Like it goes. 26. Yeah, 27 goes to Yahushua's crucifixion. So Judas, read it again.
When the morning, this is Matthew 27 and 1. When the morning was come, all the chief priests and elders of the people took counsel against Yahushua to put him to death.
So ain't that gonna be us soon? Well, are we not gonna be in that same exact predicament at a certain point in time? What we've been saying about America and what we've been saying about Esau? You think they're not gonna want to put us to death, right? They're gonna try to get the police, lock us up, put us up somewhere, wait for these governors and put a judgment on our ass, man. Go ahead.
And when they had bound him, they led him away and delivered him to Pontius Pilate, the governor. Then Judas, which had betrayed him, when he saw that he was condemned, repented himself and brought again the 30 pieces of silver.
Yeah, so money, man.
Yeah,
Money. And what's gonna be the death? And what's gonna be the chip?
Yeah.
See, it's gonna be the chip. So you gonna have a brother, like I said again, that was like, bro. He going, oh man, he lived here, he lived that, this, that, and third. Tell you your whole shit. Yeah, I wasn't with, boom, boom. Tell everything you were saying. Spew your whole shit out. This nigga take the mic. He out, he's gone. You sitting there looking around, where the hell, where's so-and-so got, where's so-and-so at? The police already know everything, because you either ratted your ass out. You sitting there like, man, what the fuck? And it'll be the same dude that you was the closest to. That's how it be, man. You know?
This is Matthew 26 and 14. Then one of the 12 called Judas Iscariot went unto the chief priest and said unto them, what will ye give me? And I will deliver him unto you.
What would you give me? So Judas is a demon, man. He was a fucking punk ass nigga. He was a fucking punk ass nigga, man. Go ahead.
And they commented with him for 30 pieces of silver.
He took money. This nigga took money over your house shot, man. That shows you that niggas will always be niggas. And there's grimy niggas everywhere you are. Everywhere you are, there's a grimy nigga somewhere, man.
Right? And from that time, he saw opportunity to betray.
He saw opportunity to betray him. So you think you got a big ass, let's say you got a camp of 50 men. You think all 50 men are gonna be loyal?
Hell no.
You think all 35 men are gonna be loyal? You got a group of 1,000 members in all these different countries, IUIC, fucking Sakari, all these different groups. You think every man of them, every single man in those groups are fucking loyal? No. There's a nigga somewhere within those groups. That's why it's really best to have smaller groups.
Hey, and when you think about, when you go back into the story of, I think it was the story of, the 300. Damn, what's his name? And the 300. Come on. He fought with the 300 men.
Yeah.
The Lord cut their numbers down.
Yeah, I know.
I can't name his name right now. No, not King David.
No.
No.
Damn. No, it's not.
It's on my tongue. I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
man.
I know.
But it's the point that when he went.
Caleb.
Who? No, not Caleb. No, not Caleb. But not Caleb. What's his name, man? The 300. Gideon. Gideon in the 300. God damn.
I know, but I know you're talking about.
It's so much going on up there.
It's all right.
Hey, but Gideon in the 300. Just like when you go back to them, the Lord had to cut the numbers down. They had thousands. And the Lord started cutting their numbers down. And when they got down to like 300, the Lord said that he that go and lap up the water like a dog, let him stay. And they cut his numbers down from there, man. So that lets you know the Lord don't deal with huge ass numbers.
He don't deal with big numbers. Like I said again, and that's why it's always good.
All kind of shit.
It's always good to have a few strong, loyal individuals that have a whole bunch of dudes that ain't about shit.
And to the Lord, that's a weakness.
Exactly.
Man. The Lord said, if you kneel down to lap up the water like a dog, that's a weakness. That was a sign of weakness, man.
Mm-hmm.
But he said, but him that cuppeth the water, that cuppeth in his hand, there's motherfuckers down there, got down, fucking licking the water up, man. Like a fucking animal, you know what I mean? Yeah. That represented a weakness.
Exactly. Then that shows that it's better to have a few strong, like-minded men on the same mind frame as you, that have the same views and points as you. You're way more better off with just 3 men, 5 men, 6 men, 8 men that are on the same exact point as you are than having 10, 13, 20 different dudes that are with you but not really with you. They're not really down for you. They're just there because they want to be there, right?
Or some shit go
down, they're gonna stay back. Give me.
We ain't gonna say no name.
Yeah. Give me a few. Give me a few men that are really about Yahweh Shem Shai and that are truly loyal. We'll be good, man. We'll be straight. You don't need a big huge congregation. You don't need that shit. That shit's too much comes with that. And then you got too many different things going on. You don't know what's what going on. And that's why another thing too came for y'all to come back, because what's gonna come back is that unity with men. Men are gonna have a complete unison, man. Not this bullshit that you got now going on today in America. You have a friend, he'll fuck your girl and all that shit like that. Everything's out of whack, man. There's no loyalty. Everybody's all out of order. But anyway, go ahead. Go ahead. What about that?
This is Matthew 27 and 3. Then Judas, which had betrayed him, when he saw that he was condemned, repented himself and brought again the 30 pieces of silver to the chief priests and elders, saying, I have sinned in that I have betrayed the innocent blood. And they said, what is that to us? See thou to that. And he cast down the pieces of silver in the temple and departed and went and hanged himself.
He killed himself. Because what? Yeah, he's shameful. Because he knew. He felt like a piece of shit.
So what the fuck did all that money do?
Yeah, nothing. All the 30 pieces of silver, I just sold out the true only begotten Son of the Heavenly Father. The 30 pieces of fucking silver.
I got one real quick.
Come on.
this is James 4 verse 4. Ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with power? Whosoever therefore will be friends with the world is an enemy of the Most High.
That's it. So any man that be a friend with the world is an enemy of the Most High. So basically, if you rather be cool with Esau, get the MOTB and right out of the brother, man, you an enemy of the Most High. You really wasn't down from the beginning. You was faking the funk. You really wasn't about it. You know, you really wasn't about Yahweh Shemyah shine the truth. You know. Go ahead. What you got? You want to get up and let me go. That was it. No, get it.
It's Matthew 27:6. And the chief priest took the silver pieces and said, it is not lawful for to put them into the treasury, because it is the price of blood. And they took counsel and bought within the potter's field to bury strangers in. Wherefore that field was called the field of blood unto this day. Then was fulfilled that which was spoken by Jeremiah the prophet, saying, and they took the 30 pieces of silver, the price of him that was valued, whom they of the children of Israel did value, and gave him for the potter's field as the Lord appointed. And Yahushua stood before the governor, and the governor asked him, saying, art thou the king of the Jews? And Yahushua said unto him, thou sayest. And when he was accused of the chief priests and elders, he answered nothing. Then said Pilate unto him, hearest thou not how many things they witness against thee? And he answered him to never
That's
a
gonna be
word.
us, bro. We're gonna be just like Yahweh shine in a minute. Esau gonna be sitting there trying to accuse us of all types of shit. You know Esau's a liar. Or you done insulted the white woman with all this bullshit. You done break. Esau's a liar.
Gonna be backing them up.
Yeah, exactly. Gonna give you niggas. Oh yeah, you did. We seen him. Yeah, we seen him do it. We seen him do that. We seen him do all that. We was downtown. We seen him do all that shit. We only are teaching the word.
Yeah, they already know it though.
Yeah, they already know it.
They already got plots already.
Is that they already got it set up? So they already know what they're gonna do.
Because I'll tell you last week about the FEMA checklist.
Oh,
You already tagged. Ain't no way around it. Ain't nobody gonna be able to tell on you. You already got. They already got the list. There's no way around it. It's no way around it. So if you even put something on any social media or even saying anything on camera, you already got it. There's no way around it. It's a dead end. So we at the Red Sea. We at the Red Sea, our back. You know what I'm saying? Our back's against the Red Sea now. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't no way out.
It's dead end now. You know what I'm saying? It's a dead end.
You're already up there. He's already know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then you got his demons patrolling. You know what I'm saying? Patrolling, watching. See, you got spies everywhere. You know. Go ahead.
And then I'm tell you too though, man. A lot of people come around the house, man.
Yeah.
There's a lot of unmarked cars coming out. People's out there playing basketball game. People come by, they just stop. They'll pull up at the. Well, I'm to my mind. I don't know.
No, shit.
But they pull up. They pull up. They stop. Then they're both. Like this ain't was that we out there playing basketball. They come out. You know what I'm saying? People just come and just keep coming back. Go into the black. You know what I'm saying? They come and they stop at the top of the road and come back. They do that. You know, so when you go in the house, you know what I'm saying? But they keep doing it. Yeah, a lot of people doing that.
Yeah, what's at the corner?
Yep.
Sitting waiting.
That's what they've been doing, man. I know it for a fact. What was it the other day? Last week they kept doing it. I'm like, I was out there playing with them
3-4 times.
3-4 times. Different cars.
Yeah.
You know, never seen them. They don't stay down there. They just keep going back, coming back.
That's what, they be watching.
You know what I'm saying? Because they got your IP address. Right. They know exactly where you at. You know what I'm saying? So ain't no way around it.
Ain't no way around it.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Once we do this,
You can see it. You see them. You see it. Basically what they're saying is when you plug in, you see them sealing like it.
Yep.
That's exactly what it is.
That's it.
And he answered him to never a word, insomuch that the governor marveled greatly. Now at the
Yeah,
feast,
because he was like, damn, because y'all trying to give a fuck. You already knew. He said, look, man, I'm the most high. Y'all, you will kill me anyway. So what can I say that's going to leave me out of this? Because it's in the hand of the most high. So the man, see, I was shot and say, they like, man, look, man, fuck you. I ain't got nothing to say. You know, and that's going to be us. We're going to be in that spirit. They're going to tell that man, fuck, I ain't, look, motherfucker, you already know, bitch. Like, don't come try to question me and try to, well, this guy seen you. This dude seen you. This man, fuck you, man. I ain't still, what the fuck, you gonna kill me, nigga, or what?
Right.
What's the deal? Come on. You know? I already know that nigga was a rat anyway. I already know that nigga was, I already know. Shit, you already know, motherfucker, so what's up? You know? That's how he always had that attitude. He didn't give a fuck. He's like, fuck you asking me for? You know? Right?
Yo, he sent Judas to him anyway.
Exactly. You know, and on top of that, Yahushua knew who Judas was from the fucking beginning. And that shows you what kind of man Yahushua was. He knew he had a fake nigga rolling. Now listen now, if we can tell right now, if we knew it was a rat, right? Just speculating. Let's say we had 20 men around us. They was in a group with us. If we knew every single rat, we would fucking kick their ass out. We'd be like, man, get the fuck out of here, man. We wouldn't even be ahead of just pushing out, but Yahushua, he had a job to do. He's like, look, man, it's his job. His job. We gotta go. And he knew it. And Yahushua, and the best actor is Yahushua.
Yeah.
Because he sat and dudes didn't even know. Yahushua sitting there like, yeah, man, act like it's a boy, like, you know, playing, it's the game.
But
You know?
also it shows too that when you read it and you learn, it shows that when Judas tried to get at Mary about the oil, about her wiping his feet, he was like, well, you could have used that for money. Yeah. In other words, trying to say that, well, he ain't even worth that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You don't waste the oil on the Lord's feet. How does it ever waste anything on the Lord ever waste?
Oil was big business.
Yeah, but the way with the Lord telling me, like, hey man, leave her alone.
Yeah.
You know, like, hey man, basically like, hey man, shut the fuck up, man.
Yeah.
They ain't in your place.
My feet.
Right, don't even worry about it. She set this up for
And
the
she
son
did
of man
with her
for
hair.
the damn burial,
She
bro.
did with her hair, right?
Right, yeah, she did with her hair.
With her
Tell you
hair.
how beautiful Jake women hair was.
Her hair was like,
and you know it wasn't no stringy Edomite shit.
No.
It had to be that good thick quality. You know, it's that Jake hair, man.
You gotta imagine how long that shit was for her to grab it.
Clean the feet off, bro.
Imagine a bitch doing that now. She gotta get clean.
She gotta use her whole
head.
head.
Gotta be all the way fucking to the goddamn. Like, bitch, what you do? Get it.
Right. Yeah, right.
Now at the feast, the governor was wont to release unto the people a prisoner whom they would, and they had then a notable prisoner called Barabbas. Therefore, when they were gathered together, Pilate said unto them, whom will ye that I release unto you, Barabbas or Yahushua? Whom will ye that I release unto you, Barabbas or Yahushua? For he knew that for envy they had delivered him.
He knew for envy. They hated me, man. He already knew. That's why Scripture said that they hated him without a cause. They hated him because he was speaking the truth. So because we speak the truth of what? Of Esau in this society, we bring out all this bullshit, we're gonna be destroyed. We're gonna be hated too, man. Motherfuckers gonna want to see us get killed. Go ahead.
When he was set down on the judgment seat, his wife sent unto him, saying, Have thou nothing to do with that just man? For I have suffered many things this day in a dream.
Because what she see? She probably seen in the future, y'all was like coming back and murdering all these fucking Edomites.
Yeah, that's right.
She seen that. She seen herself probably being a slave in the future. She probably, she seen it all. Suffer many dreams. So she seen Yahushua coming back, murdering, killing all these fucking crackers, all those niggas, all them fake ass niggas too. She seen Yahushua come back and murder and decimate everybody, cause he's mad. Now that happened 2 days ago to him. So imagine this actually happened to you 2 days ago. You'll be still pissed. You still think about that shit, man. If somebody ratted you out, you got hung on a cross and shit, got nailed to a cross, got spat on, got hit in the face, got smoked, well, a whole bunch of niggas that you about to die for told on you, lied, be like, yeah, we gonna take Barabbas, some nigga. You'll be mad, you be sitting there, man, I can't wait to kill these niggas, man. You want to murder everybody. Right?
But the chief priests and elders persuaded the multitude that they should ask Barabbas and destroy Yahushua.
Yeah, and they was some high priests. And show how wicked they were. So like all your high priests nowadays would be the klepto dollars and shit, all those big time pastors and shit. And some of these niggas that's in Israel too.
And especially them too. Yeah. They was the Jews. They was of the circumcision.
Yeah,
so all them, a lot of them, you know, them head guys now, them elders, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? On certain camps, you know that they go back to that.
They all, because them wicked Pharisees, them wicked Pharisees and Sadducees, they're back too. Yeah. They're all back. They're back. You know? Go ahead.
Hey, let me just write. Hey, this is I called it out. This is John chapter 12, verse 3. Then took Mary that sat at the table with him. I read that wrong. Verse 3. Then this is St. John chapter 12, verse 3. Then took Mary a pound of ointment of spikenard, very costly, and anointed the feet of Yahushua, and wiped his feet with her hair, and the house was filled with the odor of the ointment. That had to be a beautiful ass smell. Then said one of his disciples, Judas Iscariot, Simon's son, which should betray him. Why was not this ointment sold for 300 pence?
This motherfucker thinking about money, bro. I'm probably be, you know, man, come on, that nigga, what the fuck? You know, it's this Yahweh Shai, he worry about money, bro. You know what I mean? See, that's like, I mean, that's like, think about that modern day time, Yahweh Shai is with us. You get into some dude calling out of nowhere. Cause who there for money? Yeah. You'll fuck him up. Right. You whoop everybody, whoop his ass, kick him the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. Wait a minute, get the hell out of here.
Well, why was not this ointment sold for 300 pence and given to the poor? This he said, not that he cared for the poor, but because he was a thief and had the bag. Hey, what you niggas talking about? He got the bag,
he got the bag, man.
Got that bag. He always had the bag. You never can trust a nigga got money. Nigga always want to hold the bag. Hey, man, give me that bag. You know what I'm saying? What you understand about the niggas always want to hold that purse, man. Yeah. Right, but he want that bag.
And then he was lying.
Right, he want to keep that money. You know, he want to, keep it for himself. But because he was a thief in the bag and bore what was put therein, then said Yahweh Shai, let her alone. Yeah. Against the day of my burial have she kept this. For the poor always he had with me, but me he have not always.
Exactly, because Yahweh Shai was valuable. He was valuable.
Greater value.
He was way greater value. You can't put a price on Yahweh Shai because of the value that he had, the wisdom that he had, understanding he had. His value was too high. So a fucking piece of oil didn't matter, nigga. And I show you that Judas wasn't spiritual. He lacked spirituality. He was cardinal because he's talking about the Messiah. Yahweh Shai knows all things. Right. He worried about some fucking oil, man. Nigga, get the fuck out of here, bro. We would have beat his ass, man.
And that's why, but that's why the Lord didn't let the disciples know who to trade.
Yeah, it's like,
because he knew.
They'd have fucked him up.
Look, what did Peter do when they came to get the Lord?
He almost.
What you think he did? They'd have done. They'd have took Judas when the Lord was off. They'd have like, hey, cause don't forget who we are and go back to Joseph. Yeah. All right, don't forget what's in Jacob. Jacob get loose. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So so when you go back to Joseph, what did his brothers do? They got jealous. When they got jealous over the garment and shit. Yeah. Shit, man, they took him. Hey, man.
That car must be.
And here he come. Hey, we gonna kill this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, because Father loved him so much. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that shit. So what would the disciples have done? What would the disciples have done to Judas, bro? The Lord couldn't tell them that. Because he already know. They'd have put that motherfucker straight to death. They'd have fucked everything. You know what I'm saying?
And especially Peter. Peter was quick. Peter quick. He didn't play that shit. He was quick. Right. He was supposed to say he was quick with his knife. He was quick with his sword.
Right. Oh shit. Hey. Quick side note. Y'all watch the pray? Y'all gotta watch that. Quick side note. It's Gad. They got Gad that bitch dealing with the first predator.
Oh, I heard about that.
Bro, you gotta watch this. Hey, you know it's a Gadite chick. It's all right, but her brother, hey, it show you how fucking bad Gad was. How when they talk about when Esau tried to come over here and try to take Gad down, how they had to go get them fucking Gatling guns to deal with Gad, and they had to kill off all the buffaloes. That shit, the Gatling gun ain't in there, but the buffaloes is in there. Hey, that movie is hard as fuck. And then the way fucking Esau talked, the way we talk right now today, the way that Gad was hearing it, it's like it's what it fucking sounds like. And I'm like, damn, this is what we sound like to the other nations. This is what this American shit, how we speak and talk. Because when you hear, when they got a scene where they're talking, and she talking to her brother in her language, but they talking, and it's Esau, nasty ass, having a conversation. And when they're looking at them, but they can't make out what they're saying because it's all like yeah. It just don't sound right. It's like, goddamn, this is the way we speak. This is what you hear when you don't have the American English. It sounds like a bunch of muddle, you know. But hey, man, pray, you gotta watch this shit. So y'all do it tonight. You gotta watch this shit. It's Gad, bro. It's beautiful. Quick side, I mean,
yeah.
governor answered and said unto them, it's Matthew 27 and 21.
That old shit sloppy. They got the fringes on and shit.
Yeah.
That's how guys get rocky, man. With the tassels hanging off their clothes and shit.
Yeah, was bad when it came to war.
It's Matthew 27 and 21. The governor answered and said unto them, whether of the twain will ye that I release unto you? They said, Barabbas. Pilate said unto them, what shall I do then with the Hawashai, which is called Mashiach? They all say unto him, let him be crucified. And the governor said, why? What evil have you done?
Yeah, because you know, y'all stop watching like, man.
But they cried out the more, saying, let him be crucified. When Pilate saw that he could prevail nothing, but that rather a tumult was made, he took water and washed his hands before the multitude, saying, I am innocent of the blood of this just person. See ye to it. Then answered all the people and said, his blood be on us
And that comes from
and
his
on our
wife.
children.
That was, his wife.
His wife, she said, she seen many things. She seen Yahusha come back in the future. She seen him come back
like y'all said,
later on
her slave.
as a slave. She probably seen it all, man. Shows of America. She seen some crazy shit. Go ahead.
Then released he Barabbas unto them, and when he had scourged Yahushua, he delivered him to be crucified.
They scourged him, and they beat him. So come on, man. And this is what we're saying. This is why when Yahushua comes back, he's not coming back how you think. He's very pissed off, bro. He's mad.
He came back as a lamb.
He coming back. He's not about to come.
He came back.
He ain't about to come fucking talk to nobody, man. He did nothing.
And I say it's like you, but I say he came back because of Melchizedek.
Yeah.
That's why I said he came back.
Yeah,
So when he came back, he was a lamb.
Yeah.
Now he come back again.
He about to destroy shit. Go ahead.
Then the soldiers of the governors took Yahushua into the common hall and gathered unto him the whole band of soldiers. And they stripped him and put on a scarlet robe. And when he had plaited a crown of thorns, they put it upon his head.
You can imagine how bad that shit hurt. You sitting there with a crown. You look up the crucifixion. You type to take. It says some of the worst pain ever imagined because you got those thorns stuck in your head. They said the migraine
A headache that
could never go away. You know what I'm saying? Because it's
migraine don't even compare.
You know, it's the sort of pain y'all always had to go through. And then he did that for the elect. He did that for the 144,000. Read that John 17 chapter. And he's going to say there's no greater love than a man lay down his life for his friends. He did that for the elect. So, if we're the elect, shit, if we got to die for it, look what y'all did for us, man.
Swear, this ain't nothing.
That ain't nothing. You know? Go ahead.
They put it upon his head and a reed in his right hand, and they bowed the knee before him and mocked him, saying, Hail, King of the Jews.
Then they started making fun of him.
And they mocked him.
Then they mocked him. They started making fun of him.
In this world today, you got rappers actually mocking Yahushua.
Oh, yeah.
The baby
yeah,
in there.
baby.
Yeah.
Fucking kids with one little punk ass. Then the baby little punk ass.
On the cross.
Yeah. These niggas got, man. Yeah, look gonna fuck you niggas up, man. See, you niggas keep on playing with Yahushua like his death was a fucking game.
Hey, watch the miss.
Yeah, the more he gonna fuck you up, man.
Y'all need to stop mocking the Israelite God.
They gonna fuck you up. Y'all say you niggas ain't ready, man. I don't think we not even gonna be ready.
None of us are.
We ain't gonna be ready, cause he gonna come back. The scripture say he gonna cry like a travailing woman in pain.
And we know how he comes. And we still ain't.
And we still gonna be ready for that shit. He about to shock the world. Go ahead.
And they spit upon him.
Spat on him. Then they spat on him.
And took the reed and smote him on the head.
Then took the reed, boom! So it did with the fucking spikes in your head. Go ahead.
And after that they had mocked him. They took the robe off of him and put his own raiment on him and led him away to crucify him.
Yep.
And as they came out, they found a man of Cyrene, Simon by name. Him they compelled to bear his cross. So
Yeah, you know you got a man. If you have
and when they were come unto a place called Golgotha,
then he had to walk. So then he had to bear his heavy ass cross. Then that shows you what type of thing we have to go through. Like we couldn't go through that shit. We couldn't last. We'll be dead. We wouldn't be able to move. We'd be sitting there.
We be dead by the
We'd be by the thorns and have getting smacked by a fucking reed. Took a scepter and boom! You know the fucking lights went off at home. you like fucked up. You know, you probably could barely think and shit. You lose all the blood out your head and shit. You like, damn, this is hot. You ain't drink nothing. You ain't ate shit. You hot as fuck. You bleeding. You lose all of the blood. Your mind ain't there, bro. You like you barely functioning damn near. You about to die. You know? Go ahead.
That is to say, a place of a skull. They gave him vinegar to drink, mingled with gall. And when he had tasted thereof, he would not drink. And they crucified him and parted his garments, casting lots.
Then he was naked. Then he sit up on the cross naked, ass naked. Everybody seen all this stuff. Go ahead.
That it might be fulfilled. That it might be fulfilled, which was spoken by the prophet. That it might be fulfilled, which was spoken by the prophet. They parted my garments among them, and upon my vestment, and they cast lots. And sitting down, they watched him there, and set up over his head his accusation written, "This is Yahweh Shai, the King of the Jews." Then were there two thieves crucified with him, one on the right hand and another on the left. And they that passed by reviled him, wagging their heads.
Then they seen him making fun of him and shit. Oh, look at that. Look at them so-called Yahweh Shai. Talking shit on his name. You know? Go ahead. Yahweh Shai had it bad, man. He went through it. And that's why when he comes back, this will be something he ain't never seen before. Go ahead.
And saying, "Thou that destroyest the temple and buildest it in 3 days, save thyself. If thou be the Son of the Most High, come down from the cross." Likewise also the chief priests mocking him with the scribes and elders said, "He saved others, himself he cannot save. If he be the King of Israel, let him now come down from the cross, and we will believe him. He trusted in Yahweh, let him deliver him now, if he will have him, for he said, I am the Son of the Most High." The thieves also which were crucified with him cast the same in his teeth. Now from the 6th hour there was darkness over all the land until the 9th hour.
So Yahweh Shai sat in the cross for 9 hours. He did that for us, man. He elect. And that's what, like I said again, this part of this shit was very serious, because not the only Yahweh Shai died for this very purpose, so we could come back and come back and understand the scriptures. He did that for us, man. And that's why, and that's the whole thing about going back to the brotherhood. Yahweh Shai was the ultimate brother. He showed us the ultimate love. Even after he knew they was gonna go off, be wicked, do dumb shit, go off, be idiots. But he knew that, hey, look, man, these are my men. They're down for me, but they're in the flesh. But they're gonna come back. He went through all that hell for us. And you got some guys that can't, come out, teach the word, and do little things for Yahweh Shai. It just ain't right, man. It's just not fair, Go ahead. Go ahead.
This is back right there. It's James 4 and verse 11. Speak not evil one of another, brethren. He that speaketh the evil of his brother and judgeth his brother speaketh evil of the law and judgeth the law. But if thou judge the law, thou art not a doer of the law, but a judge. There is one lawgiver who is able to save and to destroy. Who art thou that judgest another? That's pretty much the point.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's Yahweh Shai. That's what Paul's saying. Hey, don't be trying to, you're judging the brother, like, oh man, he ain't this, he ain't that. He ain't this, he ain't that. But hey, Yahweh Shai gonna judge you. He gonna judge you.
That's terrible.
Amen.
Exactly. Go ahead.
It's Matthew 27:46. And about the 9th hour, Yahweh Shai cried with a loud voice, saying, Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani. That is to say, my power, why hast thou forsaken?
Exactly. So Yahweh Shai felt forsaken in that time, so you're gonna feel forsaken. And that's why it's all about faith. That's why it's all about faith. Everything we do is based upon faith. So we want to have that faith that the Most High is with us even through our darkest moments, man. And even through our darkest times, we're gonna go through our dark times, especially now in Jacob's trouble.
That's right.
You're not gonna feel like the Most High is there the whole time. You're not gonna feel like
hell, you don't feel like that now.
Even sometimes now, like you don't, you're like,
you going through some shit.
Especially when you're being tricked for a minute, for so long and shit. You don't really, you don't always feel like the Most High is there. You kind of feel like the Most High left you, Lord ain't dealing with you. But you gotta just keep going. You gotta just keep
Gotta-
going
that's
because
right.
it's
That's
just, you
what
gotta
faith
keep going, bro.
That's right.
It's all about faith, you know? You guys keep pushing forward.
You also gotta realize everything's a balance, right? If everything's going all good, eventually something gotta go bad. So if everything's a balance in life. So if you're having just a fantastic, wonderful day, but you're gonna have a horrible, disgusting ass day. Like that's how it goes, man. Because everything has to balance out. The tips always gotta go even. Always gotta be even. So if one day you have it all a horrible ass day, you're gonna have you what you claim as a good day. But it's not really a good day to nowhere here. But you know, but it's everything's a balance.
Yeah, it's a balance, man. So like even with the spirit, sometimes you're not gonna feel the spirit. You're gonna be like, damn, man, Lord, you might wake up in the middle of the night, Lord fucking forsake me and shit. You know? Yeah, wake up in the middle of the night, feel like, I haven't been before. I woke up in the middle of the night, feel like I ain't believe. What the fuck? Hold on, wait, no, yeah, for the prayers up. It's just, you know, it happens, you know. You put a middle of the night, like, Lord, what the fuck going on, you know? Like the Lord, you feel like you felt the truth overnight. Like, oh, shit. Yeah, that happened to me, man. You know, it happened to everybody, bro. So that's why all you can do. That's why you read about Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai, and this is Yahweh Shai himself. He was like, damn, man, I feel like I don't even live anymore. You know, I'm going through all this shit. Motherfuckers talk about me. Niggas don't beat me with a fucking rod. I done got hung on this. I'm over in the hot ass heat on this goddamn cross. Ain't ate nothing. Bleeding and shit. Going through hell. Lord, you still with me? You know? Is this what I'm supposed to go through? You know?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. This is Acts 14 and 22, confirming the souls of the disciples and the exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must through much tribulation enter unto the kingdom of Yahweh Shemel Shah.
That's it, the much tribulation. So the much tribulation, which is really gonna top Jacob's trouble. It's gonna be it's gonna get tough, it's gonna get hard, it ain't gonna be easy. We're not gonna, like I said again, we're not gonna have the sweetest time in Jacob's trouble, man. Some of us might get fucking murdered. Some of us might get killed, man. Some of us gonna die by the hands of the fucking FEMA troops. Some of us might get killed, might get caught up in the goddamn FEMA camps. Some of us might end up starving to death. Before this spilling on last night, I felt like I got fucking ate up by a goddamn snake. I don't know where the fuck that came from. But you know, I don't know where it came from, but it could have died with my pastor, some shit like that. Could die by a big ass anaconda. But you know, we don't know how we're gonna go. But the whole thing that matters is that we're gonna suffer many tribulations to get to the kingdom of heaven, because it's gonna be very hard, man. That time the MOTV is gonna be very difficult, because you're gonna have to literally just live without nothing and just go without nothing and without no circumstances at all, no comfortability at all, man. All your comfort is gonna be gone. Because in society, it's still gonna be somewhat functioning normally, but you're gonna be the only a few people that aren't able to do certain things.
Hey, but the reality to it though, when the MOTV come out, it's gonna be a section of life that, like you say, those who got the chip, they gonna be able to still go shop.
Exactly.
They gonna be able to go, but you gonna have like, wait, what's that movie with Judge Dredd? Is it Judge Dredd? Is it Judge Dredd?
There's a movie called The Darkest
With
Hour.
Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
Damn, I can't name the movie.
I can't think.
Judge
I know
Dredd.
exactly what you're talking
I'm not a big movie guy.
about. You talking about Demolition Man?
Demolition Man. Yeah. So just like in there, you know how it was a section of people that was great, but you had the underclass, you got the underbelly, and that's what we gonna become. You know, where you either took the chip and you great, or you the underbelly. You know, you ain't got shit.
You ain't take it. And that's how it's gonna be. You know?
And Justin Timberlake think about it.
Nigga time.
Yep. That's a good
Yeah,
movie, too.
I'm glad to get that. It was like time.
Yeah,
So
time.
they were dancing. Yeah. That was a good movie.
Yeah, it was very good.
It's Matthew 27. Some of them that stood there, when they heard that, said, this man called for Elias. And straight away, one of them ran and took a sponge and filled it with vinegar and put it on a reed and gave him to drink.
They try to keep alive. Go ahead.
The rest said, let us see whether Elias will come to save him. Yahweh Shai, when he had cried again with a loud voice, yielded up the Holy Spirit.
So he left. That was it. He was gone. But Yahweh Shai endured that 9 hours of suffering, right? For us.
Yeah.
He did it for the elect. He did it for the 144. He did it for those few men.
And it's all for us to be accepted back to Yahweh.
Exactly. He did all that.
All for us to
all
get
that
back
pain,
right with the Lord.
all that suffering. So Yahweh Shah showed us the most love you could ever imagine.
Yeah.
And you got that scripture in his freedom.
That's St. John 15.
This is Revelation chapter 4, verse 6. And I saw another angel fly in the midst of heaven, having an everlasting gospel to preach unto them that dwell on the earth, and to every nation and kindred and tongues and people, saying with a loud voice, Fear Yahweh Hashem Yahushua and give glory to him, for the hour of his judgment is come, and worship him that made heaven and earth, and the sea and the fountains of water. And there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of the fornication. And the third angel followed them.
Yeah, that's America. You see, America will be destroyed. See, this time we're living in a time of Babylon the Great being destroyed. Right?
And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, If any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation.
So that, man, whoever drinks no matter how long he's in this fucking truth, bro, he takes a chip, he gonna receive the same wrath as Babylon, bro. So it doesn't matter if you was in this thing for fucking 20, 30 years, man. Once you take that fucking chip, now you just made yourself an enemy of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. And that's what they're gonna try to make you do. They're gonna come at you with your lows. They're probably gonna try to turn your family against you. They're probably gonna be like, so I'm gonna kill your mother right now if you don't put this chip beside you. And what are you gonna do at that moment? And then you see your mother looking at you. Please just take it, crying and shit. Ain't nobody wanna feel that shit. But still, man, you gotta be strong for Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. And that's a real actual. That's real scenario. And that's real shit, man.
Precept.
He's somebody literally bring your mother right before your face. And she tell you, I'm gonna kill this bitch if you don't take the chip.
That's right. Hey, that go back to the Maccabees, bro.
Yeah.
And the 7 brothers.
Oh yeah, we gotta pull that story. Was that second Maccabees 7 chapter?
Yeah, I got it.
This is Luke chapter 21 and 16. And ye shall be betrayed both by parents and brethren and kinsfolk
By brother,
and
by
friends.
parents and brother. So like you're gonna have brothers that, like I said again, in your congregation that you thought, but there was a nigga in there, man. Gonna rat you out, you know? Hey, your mother gonna betray you in that day. Just to get some comfort, just to be able to eat, just be able to get somewhere to sleep at, man. That's how bad it's gonna be out here in America. It's gonna get very dirty out here, you know?
16. And some of you shall they cause to be put to death.
And some of you they shall be caused to be put to death. And some will get put to death because of your mother, because of some so-called brother that thought that was your man's, right? Your father might get you put to death. Your actual plus your brother might cause you to get put to death. There's so many scenarios that can happen. That's why we gotta be ready. That's why. And when you read 1 Peter 4, it says, "Arm yourself likewise, sums up Yahweh Shah." So as Yahweh Shah went through those things, you gotta arm yourself with that same exact mind. That it's time to show I'm gonna go through some hell. It's gonna be bad, man. You got something about it?
John chapter 15, verse 13. John 15:13. Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lie down his life for his friend.
So there's no greater love, you know? There's no greater love for the man that laid down his life for his friends. And that's something today, and that reminds me of David and Jonathan. They had that love that could pass women, right? And they said that David loved Jonathan loved him with his own his own soul, man. That's the kind of love they have for each other. Which was a true manly bond. And Yahweh Shah had that same love for us. He loved us so much, he went through all that hell, man. All that, you know, that's why Luke calls his bridegroom, right? What would a man do for his woman? A man will go through, if a man truly loves his woman, he will die for her. He'll go through anything for his woman, man. Because look what Yahweh went through for us. He went through all that hell for us because he loved us that much. He loved us that much and he would suffer all that pain. all that suffering, all that misery, just for these men. That's how much he loved us, man. You know? And that's powerful.
This is 2 Maccabees chapter 7, verse 1. It came to pass also that 7 brethren with their mother were taken and compelled by the king against the law to taste swine's flesh.
The swine's flesh, we're gonna put that game on TV. Chip. So now we're gonna you know, we understand the scripture, we understand what we're talking about swine. We're gonna use that as a chip. So that's the chip right there. Right? Spiritual think of it as that's the microchip, right?
And were tormented with scourges and whips.
So they got tormented because that's why they didn't want eat swine. But in this time it's gonna be that MOTV. It's gonna be that like that, bro. Go ahead.
But one of them that spake first said thus, what wouldest thou ask or learn of us? We are ready to die.
Ooh, we are ready to die.
Rather than to transgress the laws of our fathers.
Yeah, you see that, and that was an honorable man right there. These are the elect. You see, that's the kind of men I want around me. You know, I want to know that, hey, look, if we in a situation, we all gonna die. Yeah. We all gonna die for Yahweh Shai, and we're gonna die for each other. Because if I die, we all gonna die. Fuck it, for what? You know, we all rolling together. Ain't no such thing as no, that's it, me. You don't wanna fucking like, man, what the fuck?
I'm staying back.
You gonna stand back? You an unfaithful friend. We was gonna say you are an unfaithful friend. You know? Go ahead.
I'm gonna just get a little piece of the swine.
Yeah, you eat a little bit, then they eat a piece of the swine. You're like, what the fuck's wrong with this nigga? Go ahead.
Then the king, being enraged, commanded pans and called.
I mean, shit, you really only seen this like you only got 7 years or 8 years to live. So what the fuck? Yeah, even if that, so you might as well die for something.
By the time you're in your 40s, you get all kind of complications.
Yeah, so you might as well go ahead, lay your life down for the Lord in a minute that
you
you
ain't getting
can
out
do
many
the work
bitches
with.
no more.
Yeah, come on. So what the fuck? Go ahead.
Then the king, being enraged, commanded pans and cauldrons to be made hot, which forthwith being heated, he commanded to cut out the tongue. Which forthwith being heated, he commanded to cut out the tongue of him that spake first.
He cut his tongue off. Cut his fucking tongue off. That's gruesome right there. Right?
And to cut off the utmost parts of his body, the rest of his brethren and his mother looking on.
And they seen it. Then they seen him get it. Then they seen his older brother get fucked up like that. You know, you got shit. You know, that's real shit, bro. You know? Okay.
Now when he was maimed in all his members.
So they cut his body up in pieces. Right?
Yeah, because after they cut his rod off to us when Esau get that
rod off.
Cutting his shit off. He commanded him, being yet alive, to be brought to the fire. He was still living. To be brought to the fire and to be fried in the pan. And as the vapor of the pan was for a good space depressed, they exhorted one another with the mother to die manfully, saying thus, the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, God looketh upon us, power look upon us, and in truth have comfort in us, as Moses in his song, which witnessed to their face, declared, saying, and he shall be comforted in his search. So when the first day after this number, they brought the second to make him a mocking stock. And when they had pulled off the skin of his head with the hair, they asked him, wilt thou eat? Therefore thou be punished throughout every member of thy body. But he answered in his own language. I tell you, we speak the wrong tongue. And said, no. Wherefore he also received the next torment in order as the former did. And when he was at the last gasp, he said, thou like a...
Hey, Esau gonna get fucked up, man. Yeah, Esau, bro, you gonna get it. These so-called white people, man. I tell you something. They really gonna get fucked up because you did a lot of foul shit to a lot of men. And those men were honorable men. And them men are back to the day. They are the elect 100% for sure. And their mother too. She's one of the lady. The 7 and a mama. Man, Esau, so white man, you don't get fucked up. Because you got shit you did to us, man. You gonna pay for it. It's written in these scriptures. And you done did, that's fucking foul, man.
Yeah.
Most of the time, we gonna fuck you up.
Not in just this captivity.
Yeah, we can't wait. We're gonna fuck his ass up. Go ahead.
And they repeated a lot of that shit.
And they did
a lot of shit
again in slavery.
And they repeated
the same old shit again.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Thou like a fury takest us out of this present life.
See, right now we sit here, we play the games, we go with the fucking work, bullshit. You talk, in the back of the mind, I'd be like, bro, I want to kill Edomites, man. In the back of my brain, I want to fuck you up. In my mind, really, honestly, at times, I be looking at night for something wrong, man. I want. But you be like, you got wait on the Lord. You can say our minds meditate terror, man. You want to fuck these devils up. And Jake too sometimes. And Jake, we really want it because Jake done sold it out. But Esau, really, we want to fuck you up, man, because you done do some shit to us, man. Go ahead.
Thou like a fury takest us out of this present life. But the King of the world shall raise us up, who have died for his law.
Who's that?
Unto everlasting life.
Who's that? Yahushua. So he done prophesied of Yahushua. That was the time of the Greeks. Go ahead. Man of the Lord right there, man. It's the man of the Lord right there.
After him was the third made a mocking stock. And when he was required, he put out his tongue, and the right soon holding forth his hand manfully.
Yeah, he put out his tongue. He was like, nigga, fuck you.
Do it.
He was like, cause
he done seen his two big brothers.
So when you get to a certain point, you like, man, look, fuck it, nigga, what's going on? Like, then that shows you what kind of men we were too. Then that shows you what kind of men we were back in that time. We were men. Like, it was an honor to die for the Lord. It was an honorable thing, And it was been an honorable, man. Right?
And said courageously,
man.
These I had from heaven. And for his laws I despised them. And from him I hope to receive them again. Insomuch that the king and they that were with him marveled at the young man's courage.
They marveled. They was like, damn, this motherfucker's a ball.
For that he nothing regarded the pain.
He was at the third. And the third, he was the toughest one.
Yeah.
He was toughest. He probably didn't feel it.
Yeah, he took that shit.
He was the toughest one. He was like, man, look, fuck.
Even if he felt it, he wasn't giving them enough satisfaction.
Nah, like, he was sitting there, he probably sitting there with a straight face in there, like, what even crying, Yeah.
Barely punching Jake in this day and time.
Yeah, he took that shit like a man. All that pain, man.
Now, when this man was dead, also they tormented and mangled the fourth in like manner.
Yeah, they always like, man, look, you killed my brother, killed my first brother, killed my second brother. Fuck you, we all died. No, it is what it is.
So when he was ready to die, he said thus, it is good, being put to death by men, to look for hope from Yahweh to be raised up again by him.
Yo, you got like
reincarnation.
Yeah, the reincarnation, man.
You gonna come back, bitch. So they're waiting for this time.
Yep. And that's strong, yeah. That's deep. That story, this one of my favorite stories. I got a lot of favorite stories. This one of my favorite stories.
As for thee, thou shalt have no resurrection to life.
He's something to eat, Mike. Right.
Afterward, they brought the fifth also and mangled him. Then looked he unto the king and said, thou hast power over men. Thou art corruptible. Thou doest what thou wilt. Alistair Crowley, do what thou wilt. That same spirit come back. Yet think not that our nation is forsaken of Yahweh, but abode a while and behold his great power, how he will torment thee and thy seed.
Now, vocabulary, break that down. You know what I'm saying? Because that's prophecy.
But the world, everybody.
But the world.
Come for the whole
I mean, come on, man. You know, like you gotta be in this gotta be the real life situation.
Hell no, the world has done all kinds of
They did all types of Israel, man.
Right.
You know?
They gotta pay for that shit.
Hell yeah. And them men back in the day, they can't wait to get Esau. When they realize what the fuck they were, oh shit, we about to fuck these niggas up. Where they at? Round them all up. We and all 7 of them brothers gonna all fuck them up. You know? Go ahead.
After him also they brought the 6th, who being ready to die said, be not deceived without cause, for we suffer these things of ourselves, having sinned against our power Yahweh.
They didn't understand.
Therefore marvelous things are done unto us. But think not thou that takest in hand to strive against our power, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, that thou shalt escape unpunished. But the mother was marveled above all, and worthy of honorable memory. For when she saw her 7 sons slain within the space of 1 day, she bore it with a good courage, because of the hope she had in the Lord power Yahweh Bashim Yahushai.
Her son strengthened her, you know? And her husband,
And
then her husband, and they did her, they're not the only, the father taught them right. Their father was a great man. We know it's not talking about their father, but you know their father was a man of the Lord too. Their father was a great man because he taught his sons right. He taught his sons to stand for the truth and stand for their power and stand for their nation and be fucking men. Right. And fuck the so-called white man, fuck his world, fuck his system, fuck his beliefs. Yep. You have your own beliefs. You know what you believe in, die for it. That's right. Be a fucking man. That's right. And that's what we were taught. And we're coming back to that. That's why we have our here just now. And we're coming back to that old way of being. That's why you say Jeremiah 6:16, seek ye the old path. Yeah. That's the better path. Now niggas see they die for nothing.
Hey, what's that quote? This quote say something like that, like you better die for something than you die for anything or some shit like that. Stand for something like that. Something like that.
Yeah, how many niggas like Kobe Bryant? He died for fucking nothing. Yeah. He died for fucking nothing.
You would die for anything.
That new rapper, Jaden Youngin, he died for nothing. Pop Smoke, he died for fucking nothing.
Died for nothing.
They all died for fucking. They all died for nothing.
Everybody, Michael Jackson, Prince, every star in this world, they just.
It ain't random niggas. It ain't random niggas on up down the street. They all died for no fucking reason. Yeah. They died for nothing. So I'ma die for y'all by y'all for righteousness.
That's right. For righteousness. Yea, she exhorted every one of them in her own language. See, that's their own language, man. That lets you know we gotta get out of it. We gotta get out of fucking Babylon. Yeah, we gotta get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? Cause we speak in the language of Babylon. We speak in Satan's language. You know, we got our own language, our own culture. We got our own sense of belief. We need to be able to deal and practice them just like we did in the ancient days. You know. Yea, she.
Say that the name of the Lord too.
Yeah, well, yeah.
That's the most important
that's the most important thing.
You that you can't say anything.
You can't even.
They'll say Jesus. I can call him anything. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
you can't call him with his name.
You got to call him by his name.
You can't exhort Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Not here. Go to work and go start singing.
You can't.
Well, you know what I mean.
I know what you're saying.
Go when you at your job, go ride your feet. You know, you have a blessed day in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai.
Yeah, they gonna look at you funny.
Right. They think something wrong with you. Yea, she exhorted every one of them in her own language, filled with courage, filled with courageous spirit, and striving and stirring up her womanish thoughts with a manly stomach. She said unto them, so she, hey, spirit filled,
woman the fuck up.
I cannot tell how you came into my womb, for I neither gave you breath nor life.
Yeah, that's a cut to these hoes and say, well, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be here. No, it's not. It was not for my father.
My body, my way.
That's
my will.
So when you hoes say that, you're fucking retarded. Because see, if it was not for my father, I wouldn't be here.
That's right.
Because he's a seed. He put me inside you. You just helped me. And you pushed me out. So all you hoes that can sit over here, I carried you for 9 months. Okay, that's what you're supposed to do. You like, what the fuck?
That's your purpose.
So no, that's a cut to you hoes that do that, all that bullshit. All right, bro, you know, if it was not for my father shoot me inside you, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
I cannot tell how ye came into my womb, for I neither gave you birth, Salaki. For I neither gave you breath nor life, neither was it I that formed the members of every one of you, but doubtless the creator of the world, who formed the generations of man, and found out the beginnings of all things, will also of his own mercy give you breath and life again.
Again, reincarnation.
Reincarnation.
The Heavenly Father. The Most High gives us breath and life.
And that's why they took this out of it.
You see, the purpose is heavy. And a lot of too, man. The Bible is it's the book of life. It's very serious, and those stories are very good stories. You know, that's why they want Jake to read. That's why everybody want Jake to read, because if Jake read those back in Jake probably would have had a different mind. Like, hold on, like,
They'd been fighting like buffalo.
They'd been revolting, and the majority of us probably would be dead. We probably wouldn't even. We'd probably be dead. That's why Nat Turner was so hot.
Yeah.
Why did Nat Turner was so hot? Because he started reading the Bible. He started really understanding the scriptures. Like, man, hold up. Yo, wait, hold up. We're supposed to revolt against these motherfuckers.
Right.
We're not supposed to sit here and be peasants and obey what they say. We're supposed to go against them.
Because he had the actual full Bible.
Yeah.
Where they had the slave Bible. He had the
He probably read
whole
those.
shit.
He probably read those.
He was
probably
reading
read that.
those.
Came across that shit. The Maccabees.
Right. Because it was in there then.
Oh,
He
yeah.
was like, you know what I mean? What's this, bro?
Made them feel like it probably made them feel like, damn, I ain't shit. I'm sitting here fucking obeying this devil, being a pussy, because I'm scared he got a gun. Fuck that. You know?
Will also of his own mercy give you breath and life again, as ye now regard not your own selves for his law's sake. Now Antiochus, thinking himself despised and suspecting it to be a reproachful speech, whilst the youngest was yet alive, did not only exhort him by words, but also assured him with oath that he would make him both a rich and a happy man, if he would turn from the laws of his fathers, and that also he would take him of his friend and trust him with affairs. So he tried to give him pleasantries.
See, yeah,
He wanted to trick him.
baby.
Yeah. He figured the fear set in him. He done seen all this shit. Like, first off, you done killed my whole family, man. What else? Fuck your money. Fuck your friend. Fuck dog, man. You done took everything from me. So what you expect out of me? You gonna get worse from me than you got from my oldest brother. And he was the first.
I took the most shit.
Right. I'm the youngest.
I might come
Right.
fucking
I'm the hottest.
I might come running and attack your ass.
Right.
You know?
You know what I'm saying? Like, wait. But when the young man would in no case hearken unto him, the king called his mother and exhorted her. Just got to saying that. That's how it's gonna happen in this time. When the shit go down, first thing he'll do, the woman, they gonna go right to your wife, to your mother. Hey, you gotta get them, or we gonna kill him. What they gonna do? Run. Oh, take the shot, baby. Oh, here, take the chick. Come here. Oh, come here. Let me. Yeah. Come on, baby. I don't want you to die. I want you to
that'll
live.
be the day you're allowed to curse your
She
mom.
gonna cry.
That'll be the day you're allowed to curse your mom.
Yep. She gonna be crying.
That'll be the day
You know?
you curse your ass.
She gonna be appealing to your heart.
Yep. Like, no, mom. Fuck out of that shit. I'm dying. Fuck you talking about.
My baby.
Yeah, you did that. And that'll be the only time you're allowed to tell your mother shut the fuck up. That's the only time you're allowed to tell her shut the fuck up. Because I'm not about to die for no bullshit ass of USA. No, fuck that. I'm dying for the Lord. And all my brothers done died.
Yeah.
Then you get mad at her like, hold up, mom. You done seen all of our brothers die. Dad's dead. I'm about to die.
Right.
You might as well die with me. What's wrong? Why you what the fuck's wrong with you?
You better stiffen the fuck up.
You woman up. What the fuck?
Hey, what they say she did? She womaned up.
Exactly. The fuck?
She said real quick, man, just
Go ahead.
what you tell your mom in that time. This is Wisdom of Solomon 3. But the souls of the righteous are in the hand of power, and there shall no torment touch them.
That's
right.
it.
So you know what I'm saying? That's all you got to
That's
tell
perfect.
them.
That's perfect right there. That's perfect. You in the hands of the Lord.
Yep.
So what the fuck you tripping for? Let's die. Like, cause I had a dream, man, back when I was like 16. I had a dream that I was in a room. There was a bunch of people with us, with me, in a room, and they had a bunch of fucking guillotines. And they put my head in the guillotine and chopped that bitch off. And I just see my head rolling. And as it was rolling, I could see the people. And then my shit just went
Yeah, they
black.
say you be alive for about 5 seconds.
Yeah, so, hey. So. Hey, you gotta be ready to man up. Hey, shit, it's gonna happen. Hey, put an Obama order like 300,000 guillotines or some shit like that. Yeah. Hey, fuck. That's right. And I was like 16 when I had that dream. I remember telling everybody, man, I was like, hey, don't cry. Fuck them. I was talking shit. I remember I was young. I remember I had a dream from slavery, man. I was in slavery. I was telling everybody, you don't want to go there to that. You don't want to go there to shit they gonna do to you. That was your dream. You know, they gonna. You know, we was all on the beach, walking on the beach. So evidently it was the coast of Africa, the west coast of Africa. We was all walking, and you know, I had a dream that we was walking, and everybody was being chained up. And the so-called white man was herding us into slavery, and I was talking to us in our own language, and I was trying to stir the people up, and it was them traitor niggas that was with him. And they kept saying, what is he telling the people? And then when he told them, next thing I know, they was walking towards me, and I evidently was about to kill me, and everything just went black. And I was young, like 15, 16 years old. That's the spirit. Now I'm like, oh shit, I know what it is. You know, now that I'm here now, who I am now, I'm like, oh shit, right, Kolo, how about Shimmy outside? You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. Like, I didn't know this was what's up, but it's gonna happen. Something like that. Not exactly like it, but something like it. All right, but I had some other fucking dreams. But all right, but anyway, let's go back to the story. But the point is, 2 Maccabees 7 and 25. But when the young man would in no case hearken unto him, the king called his mother and exhorted her that she would counsel that young man to save his life. And when he had exhorted her with many words, she promised him that she would counsel her son. But when she bowing herself toward him, laughing, the cruel tyrant to scorn, spake in her own country language on this manner: O my son, have pity upon me that bore thee in 9 months in my womb, and gave thee such 3 years, and gave thee such 3 years, and nourished thee, and brought thee up unto the age, and endured the troubles of education. That's right, teaching. I beseech thee, my son, look upon the heaven and the earth and all that is therein. Because really, when your mother is your first teacher, she's supposed to bring you up, nourish you, educate you. All that, you ain't supposed to be, and she's supposed to educate you about we talked about it before, about the works of your fathers, your forefathers. He'll tell you about the great and excellent things he's done, the marvelous work he done conquered, the places he conquered for the Lord. Exactly. You know, the work that he do for Yahweh Shimmy Shah. You know, she's supposed to be teaching you of your forefathers, his fathers, her father. You know, you should be learning the history of your people.
And what they did. You know,
exactly.
Because, and what does that do? When you know, that's another why Esau got rid of our family history, because when you know that if your father's father was a king, motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? You will have a certain way about yourself that you'll be a different person. You wouldn't even like, you know what I'm saying? Like you have a different origin. You know, because like if you knew that your father's father was a fucking king of this realm, boom, 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 and that shit belongs to you, you'll walk around the world with a I'm the man attitude. You wouldn't be a simp. You wouldn't be fucking pussy begging. You wouldn't be a meek. No, you would be a man, shoulders up, head up, looking around, motherfucker, say something. What's up, nigga? You know, like you would have a certain way about yourself.
Hey, we're the Jake New now who we were. Yeah.
Exactly.
Backing up our poor life.
You'll be too masculine. Esau couldn't fuck with you. We will, because you'll be too confident, and that's why Esau all this shit, all these references, these women beating up men, all these things Esau done.
That's the only thing wrong with the
prayer. Yeah, he does it. He does it to some. That's why. Yeah, you sit here, you be sucking one bitch, she over here controlling you, nigga. You can't go out nowhere. Mama, let it go, man. I gotta go home. No, fuck that. No, hold up. I do what I want to do. He does that to suppress your testosterone, man. He wants you to be a fucking woman.
Take that man.
Yeah, he wants you to be a woman. Esau wants you to be a woman. Exactly. That's why he puts you, or you're gonna have one woman, and that woman controls you. He tells you what the fuck to do. Get off the game. You can't go there. You can't do that. This, that, and third. And you sitting there.
Hey, it's like that show. Y'all watch that show, Shot? Y'all everybody watch Shot? All right, but it's this dude Emmett, his woman, that boy, his ex-wife, whatever, but his wife, that bitch controlling, man. Yeah. Even to her new man, she tell him shut the fuck up. You know, he about to burn his sauce. Still, get out the way. I'll burn. I do it myself. I cook, so you don't know what you do. I mean, just degrade. You know what I'm saying? Then she got she got jealous because Emmett kicking it with her best friend, and she got jealous. She go over there trying to fuck. Now this bitch went off being a hoe, wanted to be a swinger. Shot. She wanted to be a swinger and fuck all these different dudes. And then she see Emmett fucking and treating her best friend real good, treating her, and so this bitch got jealous. She go over there with her little come get the pussy hooked up on. Tell him she want to fuck Emmett. He was like, nah, bitch. You know, basically, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't doing it, and that's some manly shit to turn her ass down. But that's the spirit these bitches is in. You know, one minute they tell you what the fuck to do, blah, 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 blah. But then they want to be a woman to come lay up in your fucking bed. You know? But y'all check that shit out, Shot. Check it out from the first season to the third, fourth season. It's good as fuck. It's on Hulu. I think it's Hulu. I'll let you know. I'll text you. But it's good shit. But it's just a point back when you go about the women, about how men has got so fucked up over the women now, man. You know, and they show it in the TV show. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why, you know, Esau does it, like he tells you, you know, you gotta be, you know, nice and all, like all this other bullshit. Nice, it means being stupid.
Dumb. Yeah, nice guys, dumb guys.
You know what I'm saying? Like you don't, you know, yeah, like you know, all this shit, all this woman thing about, oh, that's my queen, that's my lovely, that's my nut. No, fuck that, man. Oh, she's special. Ain't no bitch special, man. Ain't no woman special because this how she fucked you, she fucked some other nigga.
That's right.
And then after she get done fucking you, she gonna fuck somebody else.
And the way she fucked you and sucked you,
they gonna do it to some other nigga. And they don't teach her. Exactly. And then you teach her some shit. She do the same shit you taught her some other nigga.
She don't do that to exactly.
It's like, bitch.
If it made you feel good, it's gonna make him feel good. So she gonna do it to the next one.
So that's why, like I said again, that's why ain't no such thing as that marriage and shit.
Ready? I beseech thee, my son, look upon the heaven and the earth and all that is therein, and consider the power Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai made them of things that were not. It's a lot. And consider that Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai made them things that were not, and so was mankind made likewise. Fear not this tormentor. Fear not this tormentor. Fear not the tormentor, but being worthy of thy brethren, take thy death, that I may receive thee again. Her husband, she gonna be, how do you receive? By the seed copulation.
Yeah.
She knew she was gonna get them back again, because she knew in the next life, her husband was gonna be her husband from before. Come back to one another.
What was that movie we watched last week? The Black Knight. Black Knight, what's his name? Black Knight. It was good. Because he met that one chick, he met her.
Then he re-met her again.
Then he re-met her again. He's like, he felt like he knew her again.
Yep.
She
felt the same way.
Yeah, she felt the same way. Yep. And then he went to another, like, guy, you know, so she got eating missiles, you know?
Fear not this tormentor, but being worthy of thy brethren, take thy death, that I may receive thee again in mercy with thy brethren. While she was yet speaking these words, the young man said, whom wait ye for? I will not obey the king's commandments, but I will obey the commandments of the law that was given unto our fathers by Moses. And what does that go back to? Only if you're an Israelite was the laws given unto you. There's possession, our fathers. And they was the Greeks, they was the wicked, they was the world that wasn't of them, which was Esau, Edom. So that right there is another cut to vocab alone. That go back to the Maccabees, tell you that of our fathers, man. It wasn't given to no other nation. Moses was not of any other nation but the Israelites. It was only one people, only one nation of people that it was given us. So everybody can't be saved.
You can't. Everybody is. You just can't get around. Cause like Israel we wouldn't be valuable if it was for everybody. If it was for everybody.
That's like gold. That's everything in life. That's like gold. If gold wouldn't be as valuable as it is, if it wasn't so rare or so hard to find. It's just so if it's so much of it, then it's not rare. There's no value to it. There's no point to it. Because why? It's every fucking where. And we walked around and gold is everywhere. Well, okay. You know, it's just like another rock on the ground.
Exactly.
What is it? So who gives a fuck? You know what I'm saying? Okay, well we know it's some gold. Hey, motherfucker, it's everywhere. Gold's every fucking where.
Exactly.
What good is it?
Exactly. So if everybody was Israelite, everybody Lord died. If y'all was like, who would be the point?
Die for everybody. What's the point? That's right.
I might as well just make a fucking universe where everybody comes together and just be wrong.
That's right.
Why have a separate people and call them by my name and they switch up later on? Go on, show things up.
Not make everybody the same culture.
Yeah.
Why everybody got different cultures? Right.
Like the Most High in the middle of his word, like he goes like, you know, it didn't make the Most High, that make it how a liar now. You know what I'm saying? And that's like the Lord shows fake love. Come on. The Lord's the realest man on the planet. The realest power ever. If he says something, he's a man of his word. These are my people. These are who I deal with. It's it. It's that simple. I don't deal with nobody.
But I will obey the commandments of the law that was given unto our fathers by Moses. And thou that hast been the author of all mischief against the Hebrews shall not escape the hand of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. For we suffer because of our sins. And through the living Lord, power Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua be angry with us a little while for our chastening and correction, yet shall he be at one again with his servants. But thou, O godless man, and of all other most wicked, be not lifted up without a cause, nor puffed up with uncertain hopes, lifting up thy hand against the servants of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. For thou hast not yet escaped the judgment of the Almighty Power, who seeth all things. For our brethren who now have suffered a short pain are dead under Yahweh's covenant of everlasting life. But thou, through the judgment of our power, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, shall receive just punishment for thy pride. You know that go back to Esau. But I, as my brethren, offer up my body and life for the laws of our fathers, beseeching our power that he would speedily be merciful unto our nation, and that thou, by torments and plagues, mayest confess that he alone is Yahweh our power, and that in me and my brethren the wrath of the Almighty, which is justly brought upon our nation, may cease. Then the king, being in a rage, handed him worse than all the rest, and took it grievously that he was mocked. So this man died undefiled and put his whole trust in the Lord power Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Last of all, after the sons, the mother died. Let this be enough now to have spoken concerning the idolatrous feast and the extreme tortures.
That's a beautiful story, man. To show you how we was as a people when we stood. You know, so that should give us courage. Reading those things should give you courage to be like, man, if they did it, I gotta do it too. You know what I'm saying? So like this all goes right back to Esau, the same devil, the MOTB. You gotta be ready to really die for this thing. You know? Hey,
this is Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 9. The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done, is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun.
So there's no new thing under the sun. So if things happened in the past, what happened in the future?
Slavery, that torture that happened then,
it's going to happen again. So
And it's
everything.
gonna happen again because we're gonna put that shit on them.
Yeah, exactly. It's all reincarnated. And they said and they kept stating, and all them brothers stated that you're gonna go the fuck down, and the Most High's gonna fuck you up.
Yeah.
They all said it. They all said
And
it.
the Greeks actually went down.
Yeah, they did.
See, they went down, came back up, went down, come back up. Now they're going down again.
Yeah. And this is it now. This is their last go around. Esau is it, man. He got his last hope here in America, and after that he's done.
And see, that's the thing, man.
He's
He
over.
made sure to do that, homeboy. He's letting us know, man. Hey, man, that's the spirit. They see us. They know what we about out here, man. You know? Hey, you know? Hey, that's the spirit.
Yeah, they know. Go ahead.
And it also shows that, man, the Lord only deals with men. And this is specifically why. Okay? And I'm not talking about every man. I'm talking about men. The definition of men is a man who's going to stand there and die for y'all, okay? Which is what? Them 7 brothers, that's a man. Okay? That's a man right there. Okay? And that's how we all should strive for to be like. A man, a fucking man, okay? This is why we are the dominant species. We are the best of the best, better than the rest. Like a fucking lion, when he eats, the bitch get out the fucking way. Because he's a man. Okay, and that's who he is, man. That's why when push comes to shove, we should all be down for the Lord without second guessing, man. Without a thought. We should all die by the hands of men just to get to Yahweh Shah.
And all them 7 brothers show 7 brotherly love because what they do, they all honored each other.
Yeah.
When the oldest died, the second died.
And
And then they all fought up a suit.
It's order.
And then they
That's
all went
order.
down.
That's
Because
order.
and they know that their father, man, that their father was a great man. Let them a great example. So it was like shit. The oldest already knew. And you know, I didn't know you be oldest. You already know it will pop. You fucking down. So shit, I'm gonna do the same. You know what I'm saying? And then the second oldest see it, like, oh yeah, shit, hold up, let's do it. The third see it, the fourth see it, they're like, fuck it. And at that point, then it gets to a point where it's like, nigga, we don't even care that you're killing us.
Yeah.
Nigga, you already done killed. Why am I gonna sit here and act like a pussy now?
Yeah.
I'm already here.
Yeah, that was the first one. You should have did this to the first one.
Exactly.
If you was gonna try to save anybody,
You
you
should've
should
did
have did that to the first brother.
Because now it's too
You
late.
should have you should have offered him that.
Exactly.
Because had you offered him that, you might have had a chance, but you still would.
Go 38-3. Gird up now thou loins like a man. Like a man. And the Lord, hey, that scripture was pertaining to Job, but that pertains to us now, bro. It pertains to everything you go through, bro. Sitting there pussyfooting around, we ain't got time for that shit. Sitting there complaining about how bad your fucking shit was, fuck that shit. Gird up your loins like a man. Bitch, what the fuck you gotta do? We gonna do what you gotta do.
Yeah, my man.
So whenever we gotta die for the Lord, do what you gotta do. You gotta come out here for camp, do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do until time is up. Right? Job 38:3. Gird up now thou loins like a man. For I will demand of thee and answer thou me.
Yes, so the Most High's a man. He's like, so the Most High, like, it's like your father, right?
Exodus 15.
He's like, hey, look, I demand of you to be like this, that, and the way. So good up your loins like a fucking man. Because see, Job at a point in time, Job was being weak. He was being weak. And his friend was telling him, he said, well, you went through all this hell, you thought because Job was so much of a rich man, he was exhorting other people, telling him, when you go do this, do. But when it came to him, he was acting weak.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And his friends, but it was a lot. It was a lot. That was a lot of shit. But his friends with him, they was trying to tell him, hey, look, bro, come on, go up your loins like a man, stand up, hold your nuts, get up, and fix it, bro. Switch the situation. Don't come crying, bitch, and moan about it. Don't be complaining. You know, fix it, man.
And when the Lord spoke to him, bro, you did pussyfoot. He said demand. That's a fucking demand. That's an order, motherfucking dude.
Yeah,
that's how the Lord was like, bro. The Lord didn't come sugarcoat your mama. Oh, it's okay, honey. You do it next time. Just sit there, wait. The Lord wasn't like that. He said, get your fucking ass up and let's go.
Yes.
Demand, let's go. Because why? We're men. Only men can handle the shit we can handle.
Yeah,
okay? There's only certain things men can handle. Not a fucking woman. Okay? That's why it's so deep. I hate it when I see a fucking man under a woman. Like, what the fuck is that shit, bro? Letting your woman run your shit, telling you, pulling you over, I'm finna do this and that. Fuck no, bro. Do you know who the fuck you is?
Yeah.
You as a man, genetically stronger. We are built different.
Yeah.
And that's just the facts. We are built different.
Yeah.
So the Lord knows that. He told me. And that's even for us, okay? Stop pussyfooting around. It's time to be a man about your shit. Okay? And act like it.
And they say when a man and woman first gonna work out, they say a man that can first off, when you start off with 130 pounds, it's even 100 pounds or 100 pounds. So you guarantee that woman can probably only lift 25, 30 pounds. You know, when she first start her natural, when she first start off working out, she can probably put no more than 30, 40 pounds. You know, probably 56, but maybe, but that is very fucking low weight. That what she can actually naturally start off.
And it's
Back when I was working out at the football team, at the wrestling team, I've been seeing the bitch put on 2.5 pounds
Yeah,
weight
little bitty weight, man.
And that's the thing about the shoes.
What was that, 50 pounds?
And that's what the thing about this truth. What it does, it brings you back to being a man. And that's why this truth is beautiful. That's why this knowledge is beautiful. Because it brings you back to being a man. It puts you in that mindset of, yo, bro, I'm a fucking man, bro. I'm not like these niggas. A lot of these dudes out here in this world, they're fucking emotional. They don't know what's going on, right? They don't know anything. All they do is get emotional, they get mad. They're like women. They operate like females. They let the women run them. They're pussy. They're all about, oh, my girl, my all this other shit. You see these niggas on TikTok with their bitch 24/7. Oh, but like, come on, you at some point in time you gotta get some break away from her ass. You know? You gotta fucking do your own thing at times. Stop sitting for, sitting there one day, man, fuck me, ain't the shit. You know?
When you wonder too much, man, she feels too much. That's why you don't have more than one woman. They keep their ass in competition. They still constantly want to. I was doing her girl. That's why they don't want you to have more than one woman, because they don't want to have to have that competition. They don't want to have to be sitting up out doing her thing. Or she, whenever you want to, I gotta compete with you. You know what I mean? She gotta work. Yeah, she gotta work. She gotta continuously. She gotta, like, what did that brother say on 5 Heartbeats? Every night I gotta prove my love. Well, she gotta prove her fucking love every fucking day. She don't want to do that. She don't want to. She wants you to prove your love to her. So if it's only her, well, now she can get over on you. Because it's only the one.
And they say nothing too. They say a lot of men are the proper sex because their wives. They say
they use it.
They
That's
stop.
a weapon.
And see, I feel like, man, I'm gonna fuck some other bitch. Whatever.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
That's why a lot of men go off fucking all these other women.
Then when you leave her ass, you fuck some other. You fuck some other chick. She up here crying and moaning. Well, you can cuss, bitch. You ain't giving no sex. Right. What the fuck you think I'm gonna do? You know?
Man, cheap.
Yeah.
Cheap.
Yeah. You got something?
No, I ain't had none, but I'll let you go. I'll feed off here.
All right. Go ahead now. What you got? You got something else? You got that scripture with that Matthew? Back to that phone. Someone. Get credit.
It's Matthew 10:28. And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell.
That's it. That fear the Most High. Fear your hour. Fear the Most High. You so angry about it. You can't fear Esau and his system and what he's doing and what he's going to do. You know? That's what you said, Revelation 2:9. Cut that.
So look at actually like God existence.
Yes.
Come on, they know it's This is 2 Kings 6:16, and he answered, fear not, for they that be with us are more than they that be with them. Revelation. This is Revelation 2:9. I know thy works and tribulations and poverty, but thou art rich, and I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews.
Revelation 2:10.
Fear. This is Revelation 2:10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer.
Yeah, so fear none of those things thou shalt suffer. Go ahead.
Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison.
That's it. So Esau will cast some of us into prison. This is how our brothers went to prison. They wouldn't. They got locked up. Go ahead.
That the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days.
That ye may be tried. So the whole thing about it is to see what kind of man you are. That's why David said, Lord, examine me if there be any wickedness within me. Well, what do you do to prove somebody really is to really go through some bad shit with somebody? To really prove that somebody's truly loyal to you, you go through some hard ass shit with them.
Hit the bottom, man. Have something. Have a little of something, and hit the bottom.
Do that shit on
Let
purpose.
everybody be against you, and then see who still fuck with you.
Exactly. And that's in this time. We're gonna be in a place gonna be bad to be Israelite. We're gonna be getting locked up. You're gonna be getting grabbed up and shit by the so-called white man. You know, it's gonna be uncomfortable. Right?
That ye may be tried, you shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life.
Be thou faithful unto death, and I'll give you a crown of life. So you gotta be like Yahushua, man. You gotta be like Yahushua. You gotta be like the 7 brothers. You gotta be like, hey, shit, look. You gotta remember those scriptures. You know? Okay.
This is Sirach. This is Sirach chapter 4, verse 28. Try for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for you.
This is a try unto the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for you. Right? Go ahead.
When we say strive?
Yeah, strive.
Oh, that's right.
So fight. Fight for the truth unto the death. So that you know, that's what we gotta be in that type of spirit, because Yahushua did it. That's what the 7 sons did.
Yeah.
All those men, even the disciples, they all died.
Yeah.
All they all died. Paul got hung upside down and shit. Stephen got stoned to death. You know?
John got his head cut off.
Yeah, John got his head cut off. No, James.
James got his head cut off.
John the Baptist got his head cut off. So, hey, Isaiah got sawed in half and shit.
Shit.
I think Jeremiah, if I'm not mistaken, got stoned to death. You gotta look it up. Well, I think Hosea a lot of problems we got killed a lot of different ways. You know? So we gotta be able to stand for the truth unto death and be men and stand for what we believe in, man. You know?
We got some right here.
Okay.
This is Psalm 68, verse 20. He that is our power is the power of salvation.
Yep.
And unto Yahweh, the Lord, belongs the issue from death.
That's it. That belongs to the Most High, issues of death, man. So this was all in the hands of the Heavenly Father. It's all in the hands of Yahweh by Yahushua. You gotta be confident in the Lord and in the Most High and the Son. You know? You got that? Go ahead.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, verse 2. In the sight of the unwise they seem to die, and their departure is taken from misery.
Yeah, I said their departure is taken from misery. So in the unwise they seem to die. Like, you know, until you see they're thinking about, man, I done kill all those motherfuckers. But he's an idiot. He's a dumbass. He's a fucking fool. He's an idiot because, hey, look, they're good. They're straight. They're about that. They're right back here today doing the work, teaching the word, and they about to get. And then when Yahushua come back, they're gonna get beamed up, and they're gonna be having your ass to sleep.
Hey, and through all that murder that he did, when he felt mocked.
Yeah, he felt mocked.
He felt disrespected. He felt like shit.
Because
even though he was able to put them to death, but he still felt beneath them because they died for something greater than them.
Yeah, and they knew it. They knew it, and they stood for what the fuck they believed in. And that made him feel, and that made him look like a bitch. Yeah. And he like, and maybe they bitched him. Yeah. They bitched him by not giving in to his will.
Yeah. And like Yahushua did.
And that's what we do. That's what we do. That's what we do. Oh, and that's what we do.
That's a dilemma. Now you know what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
That's how you know when you're around each other so much. You know, we get to, you know, you like, you know.
And they're going from us to be utter destruction. Yep. But they're in peace.
They're in peace. Right?
For though they be punished in the sight of man, yet in their hope full of immortality. And having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded.
So being a little chastised, we shall be greatly rewarded, right? So like I said again, so the little hell we go through, little bullshit you gotta go through, the time you trouble, you might have to go through a little pain, you might have to get some shit cut off, whatever. Heck, might get chopped off. So be it. You alright, you're gonna be in the kingdom of heaven, it's all good. We're gonna get the last laugh anyway, because when you're the king, when you're running the shots, when you're controlling everything, when you got the power in your hand, you're not gonna even care about that shit that you went through. When you got Esau, the white man, so-called white man on his fucking knees, cutting your grass, making your edges clean, building your shit, you're not gonna give a fuck.
And they don't give a fuck that when King David was doing, man.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck when he was taking them up over to the mountain.
No, we didn't ever talk about King David.
Yeah.
No, they don't care.
Or even you know, in some of the kings of Israel, they was killing people. They was still killing people.
don't matter no more. We're not gonna care about. We're not gonna care about that shit. You gonna have all those hoes. You gonna have all your women in subjection. They all gonna be in order. Not one gonna say not one bad thing out their mouth about you.
Ain't none of them gonna walk with their ass cheeks hanging out.
Exactly. You're not gonna care. They all gonna belong to you. Go ahead.
For power proved them and found them worthy for himself.
It found them worthy. In essence, the Most High approved them and found them worthy for himself.
Hey, Slocky, a woman is a fucking death trap. Okay? I'm gonna tell our brothers right now. If you got a woman and she go around with a fat booty and she got shit hanging out, she's a fucking death trap. Because eventually, especially when the shit go down, okay, a man gonna be walking past and you gonna be having your woman, and she ain't all her clothes that she got is gonna be the clothes from when life was good, when everything was great, and you're gonna have to walk around with that death trap. And you're gonna have to try to go from one place to the next place with that death trap. And you motherfuckers gonna be getting murdered because her motherfucking ass gonna be showing everything she got in a time where ain't gonna be no rules. It's gonna be lawless. So motherfucker, so she gonna get you put to death. And I might just be one of the niggas that do. Through power, you how about Shimel shot. See, because you lose your fucking woman that way. See, she a fucking death trap. That's why I don't play that. Cover your ass up. Just happen to see, you know, it's woman. You know, it's sorry, it's the spirit. You know, but you see walking, you know, her ass cheeks hanging out. You know, that's fucking, you know what I mean? So you in that time of trouble. It's not, you know,
As gold in the furnace, has he tried them and received them as a burnt offering. And in the time of their visitation, they shall shine and run to and fro like sparks among the stubble.
And that's what we spiritual power. So in the time of our visitation, we raise back up. We're gonna be running to and fro like sparks among the stubble. If you ever seen a spark hit the ground, it bounces fast as fuck. It's like the Flash. It's bouncing. It's quick. That's what we're gonna be. We're gonna be on top level of power. Right?
They shall judge the nation and have domination over the people.
We shall judge nations and have
dominion over the people.
And dominion over the people, man. So we're gonna be having dominion over everybody. We're gonna be the top men of the planet Earth. We're gonna be the whole. We got a whole everything. You man, let motherfuckers do something. Let motherfuckers get out of order. We're gonna check their ass, put them down. We do what we gotta do to them, and go fuck about our business. Go ahead.
And how about shall reign forever?
That's it. The most will reign forever. Go ahead.
They that put their trust in him shall understand the truth, and such as be faithful in love shall abide with him. For grace and his mercy is to his saints, and he hath cared for his elect.
That's it. He has cared for his elect. So the Most High cares for the elect. He cares for us. You know? The Most High loves the elect, no matter what.
This is Isaiah 44, and I'm going to start at verse 1.
It's like my brother reading louder. You know what I'm saying?
He said, Yet now, hear, O Jacob, my servant, and Israel, whom I have chosen. These saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushua that made thee and formed thee from the womb, in which will help thee. Fear not, O my servant Jacob, O thou just run, whom I have chosen, for I will pour water upon him that is thirsty, and floods upon the dry ground. I will pour my spirit upon thy seed, and my blessing upon thy offspring, and they shall spring up as among the grass, as the willows by the water courses. One shall say, I am Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, and another shall call himself by the name of Jacob.
That's prophecy. That's what we're doing right now. So we sprung up through the spirit. That's certainly going back to our forefathers. So it's just like grass. Like, you know what I'm saying? Grass starts to grow, they all grow together, and it's a lot of them. They just start fucking popping up all over the place. That's what happened to us. We start popping up like popcorn. Pop, 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 pop. Brother Corn, in Jeremiah, you got Yaquab, you got Shai, you got Mashai, you got all these you got different Hebrew names of brothers, you know? Call names up after Jacob, so names after Israel. got Hebrew on their Instagram. It's popping up all over the world, man. Go ahead.
And another shall subscribe with his hand upon Salak. And another shall subscribe with his hand unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, and shall surname himself by the name of Israel.
And surname himself by the name of Israel.
Thus say Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, King of Israel, and his Redeemer, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua of hosts. I am the first and I am the last, and besides me there is no power. And whom as I shall call and shall declare it, and set it in order for me, since I appointed the ancient people and the things that are come and shall come, let them show unto them. Fear ye not, neither be afraid, for fear ye not. So let me start right there. Verse 8 again. It says, fear ye not, neither be afraid. Have not I told thee from that time, and have declared it? Ye are even my witnesses. Is there a power besides me? Yea, there is no power. I know not any. They that make a graven image are of all of them vanity, and their detestable things shall not profit, and they are their own witnesses. They see not, neither know that they may be ashamed.
That's it. That's Jake. Who's they doing? Making doing all types of things against the Most High, all types of things, but they don't know they're gonna be ashamed. Because even this time, they don't know they're gonna be ashamed in the end. It's gonna be a shameful thing. Like, man, we weren't serving Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. We were serving our own bellies. You know? They're gonna be fucking ashamed of that, man. You know that?
Yes, I'm gonna get this right. Just go back what you said. Proverbs 21. They're gonna be a sacrifice for us. It says, Proverbs 21, verse 18. He said, the wicked shall be a ransom for the righteous.
Yeah, right.
That's why it's
yeah, wicked shall be a ransom, man. You know? That's good scripture.
And in the transgression for the upright.
Yep. Right. That's it, they're gonna be a ransom, man. So these two niggas, they gonna be a ransom for us, man. Esau too. You know, they gonna be like, look, they're gonna be most likely gonna get back with their blood. You know?
This is back on this is one more verse. Isaiah 44 verse 10. Who have formed a power of who have formed a god or a molten graven image that is profitable for nothing. Behold, all his fellows shall be ashamed, and the workmen they are of men. Let them all be gathered together. Let them stand up. Yet they shall fear, and they shall be ashamed together.
They're gonna be ashamed together. Esau gonna be ashamed. Jake gonna be. Everybody's gonna be ashamed. Man. See, it's really talking about Jake, because Jake was the only one that was transgressing doing that shit. So, but in the whole world, all these different people, all these different religions, they all gonna be ashamed because everything it was doing was fucking false. You know?
And then too, you know, and too, America's all about the Jews.
Yeah.
You know, they're all about taking care, giving what they give. They like the biggest welfare state. They give like 48 billion something or something like that a year or some shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? They always talk about, oh, we gotta help the Jews because they're gonna save us and all this. Because that's God's chosen people.
Yeah, they really think that.
But they're gonna be ashamed of that shit, man. The
Yeah,
whole
like,
world
what the
is.
fuck? But then, you know what's crazy? Dubai looks way better than fucking Israel right now.
Yeah.
And another thing too, any asshole says that anyway, but going back to that fucking Israel, Jerusalem right now. And on top of that, who goes to Jerusalem for any type of anywhere?
Yeah, nobody.
Who goes over there?
Ain't nobody really going.
It's a desert. It's a desert.
Only unless you going to Tel Aviv for
Yeah,
the faggots.
yeah, but for the
Faggots
almost
going out there
like who
to that
goes?
homo shit.
Who says yeah? I went to Jerusalem
Right.
for a vacation.
Ain't nobody going out there.
Who the fuck goes there? Nobody. Because why? It's a desert. It's a wasteland. It's not beautified. It's gonna be beautified when the true children of Israel go there.
And it's all war over there.
Come on, what the
You can't
fuck?
even go to Palestine.
Yeah, so
you
it don't make no
can't go on
sense.
the Gaza Strip. You can't do shit really. You know what I mean? You can only really, they keep you in like a square radius of the
Yeah,
area,
it ain't no-
all the rest of that shit, they lock it off.
And all the trees and grasses are imported. Ain't nothing
Yeah, all
growing
that
there.
shit.
Yeah, it's dry.
Everything they got over there was imported.
Yeah, so it's like, who the fuck sits there going, we're gonna go to Israel for a vacation.
They don't even let you go see certain parts of
Yeah.
the Holy Land and shit.
Yeah.
Like they don't, they got it. They literally got like Sodom and Gomorrah. They said they won't even let people even go through there. You know, you can go to Petra here and there. You know, you can only go to certain designated spots. It's not. So it really ain't like, what's the point of going?
Yeah, like it's not even a tool. Like so, like bro. So like, that's what I'm saying. Like you, that's why you don't read the scripture because you're saying the Lord's gonna beautify the place of his feet.
Right.
Right now, if they were the people,
the gates should be open continually.
yeah, it should be the most beautiful place ever.
The scriptures itself, like I
Should
said,
be
the
the
gates should be open
Yeah,
continually.
continually. It should be the most beautiful place ever on the planet.
Right. The streets paved with gold.
But Dubai look way better.
Shit,
than
they got
fucking
more gold than Dubai.
You bad motherfuckers want to go to Dubai. Nobody want to go to fucking.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You know, and then Dubai, they got cars of gold and shit.
Yeah. Gold cars, gold streets, gold this, gold that.
So what the fuck? Come on, man.
Another thing too, Israel in war.
Yeah, they complete war.
They in complete war.
So come on.
Yeah, they living in riches.
And then what the hell? Then on top of that, where's the Most High and why the Lord ain't defending them?
Right.
Why the Lord fighting for the Jews? And why ain't they are like the Jewish, so-called Jewish, if they were the people of the Most High? It don't even make no fucking sense, because they're not. They're imposters. That's why our land, it looks like shit. Land, that's why that land's gonna be destroyed. And it's gonna get destroyed. It's fucking defiled. Jerusalem, Israel is garbage, man. Nobody want. I wouldn't even fucking even go there. Even if not knowing that thing about I wouldn't even go there.
It's really a wasteland.
It's a wasteland. And all them, you gotta go there. You gotta wear a fucking yarmulke. HODC, they did that dumbass shit. They back in like what 2015?
They went to the Wailing Wall.
They did that. Yeah, they did. They went there. They made them put on the fucking yarmulke
to go inside the Wailing Wall.
Then the motherfucker gave them the water. Motherfucker will drink the water.
Yeah, like I want to drink that
I want to drink that shit. That nasty ass water, man. What the hell wrong with you niggas? You gonna put on a day you couldn't even wear your fringes there. And you got niggas always trying to go to Jerusalem. Now, bro, ain't nothing there. Fucking the demoted Israelites, they're over there in some bubble, right by fucking missiles.
They at the missiles. They were at the, what is it called, that dome. Dome with the rock. They missiles up there, Iron Gate, something like that.
Yeah. And then them niggas talking about Ben Ani or some bullshit. Man, what the fuck?
They ain't even work going over the sea. They all fucked up.
Yeah, fuck them. They were there with some women. Some of the women.
They children in the military.
Yeah,
they gotta go. Their kids gotta go. Once they're 18, they graduate, they go right to the military.
We don't give a fuck about that like right now.
Ye do err not knowing the scriptures, nor the power of the Most High.
They err not knowing. They don't understand the scriptures. They don't understand these prophecies. They don't understand the Bible. You know. And then a lot of them don't believe that Messiah even came here.
Houses are safe from fear, neither is the rod of power upon them. That's pretty much it.
That's how they live. They live comfortable, man. Yeah. The Rothschilds, the Gates, they live comfortably.
Lord, they get into them.
Yeah, they ain't worried about nothing. They sitting here making all types of fucking diseases, monkeypox and shit, putting monkeypox on you people. They really start with your homos. And that's showing you, man, the Lord showing you that homosexuality is a bad thing. But you stupid ass people, you still do it. And now, cause and they gotta watch these women now. A lot of women are fucking bisexual now. So then now you will have a woman that fucks with a woman. She get monkeypox from her, and she goes back fucks with a man, and the man gets monkeypox from her, and he goes fuck with another bitch. She gets and they start passing it around because a lot of these women they be fucking men. This society has failed. It's done.
It's evil work is not executed speedily.
Yep.
Therefore, the hearts of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
That's it. So that's why
they murdered both him and his dad. His dad is,
if you don't get your shit right, I'm gonna kill you. Yeah, like those be threats. Motherfuckers that get shot or get killed, or something happened to them and they're still living. Those are threats by the Most High telling you. It's a warning, man. Yeah, you gotta stop what you're doing, or you're gonna end up in the fucking grave soon. Yeah, that's a warning. That's a fucking warning from the Most High, but they come and they do worse, and they do more worse.
Like Jezebel, some Jezebel.
And they was cool, then they're gonna come out acting all hard.
Yeah.
I got shut up this way.
What they got? I'm still alive.
That's a thing on TikTok.
I'm still
that's a
alive.
thing,
I'm still, they gonna say I'm still this, I'm still alive. And the Lord said, like, man, look at this nigga. The Lord like, man, fuck it. Let's just kill him next time. All right, yeah, I'll kill him.
Oh, that death gonna come. It's gonna come back.
Dumb.
Verse 12, though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear the Most High, which fear before him. But it shall not be well with the wicked.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be well for the wicked. It ain't gonna be good for the wicked, man. It's not gonna be a good day. See, when Howard Shot comes back, it ain't gonna be a good day for you hoes, for you niggas, for you Edomites. It ain't gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a very bad day for you people. You're gonna really feel, you don't know true terror. You're gonna know true power when your Howard Shot comes back. You're gonna know true fear. You thought you might have had a scary dream. You thought I might have seen some fucking demons in your closet. Seen dead people. You ain't, motherfucker, you ain't seen nothing until when your Howard Shot comes back. He's gonna really spooky, motherfucker.
You ain't Dragon was in Japan, man. Dragon was in Japan, man. I've been seeing a lot of videos of that, man.
Yeah.
Oh, Dragon.
Dragon in Japan,
Yeah, y'all have not seen, y'all ain't seen shit. You ain't seen a damn thing.
China with Goliath coming out the ocean.
Oh yeah.
You know, that shit kind of that's tormenting. You know?
Neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he fears not the Most High.
So your days are quick. So your days are quick. The wicked, they die fast. The Most High kill you. See, the Most High kill them all quick. We're still alive because we're doing the work. That's the only reason why we're alive. I already know if I was a nigga in the world, I'd be dead probably somewhere, some shit, doing some nigga shit. Being a fucking idiot, you know? But because I'm doing work, hey, I'm being reserved, man. The Lord's will. We all being reserved. You know, we made it this far to do the will of the Most High. Hopefully we continue. You know, so with that, I just want to give all praise to Abanawa. Yahweh,
Bashim, Yahusha, Bashim, Kakadash.
The Bible be to the apostles, Gamil Stone with that. Hey, Shalom.
Shalom. Boom. Boom, Yashala.
Shalom.